You say no. The conversation hardens, then comes, "After everything I did for you." Notice what happened. Your decision was not answered. The conversation became a loyalty test. You are no longer discussing the job, partner, city, or boundary in front of you. You are defending whether you are a good child. Here is the blunt distinction. Raising a child does not buy obedience. Food, shelter, protection, sleepless nights, missed opportunities, those costs can be real. They may deserve recognition. They still do not purchase permanent authority over an adult child's choices. Parenting creates responsibility, not ownership. A sacrifice you never agreed to is not a contract. Gratitude can motivate care. It cannot prove that you surrendered your right to decide. This does not require a villain. A parent may love you, worry about you, and still apply pressure. Loving intent and controlling impact can coexist. The useful question is not, are they secretly bad? It is, what happens when I disagree? If refusal brings humiliation, withdrawal of affection, repeated reminders of sacrifice, or threats of family collapse, the disagreement has acquired an emotional penalty. That penalty is doing the persuasive work. Parenting researchers use psychological control for practices that press on a child's inner world through guilt, shame, love withdrawal, or invalidation. That describes behavior. It does not diagnose a person. It also differs from a reasonable rule, a real consequence, or an objection to conduct that harms someone. The line is not whether a parent has feelings. The line is whether those feelings become a lever that makes independent choice feel morally forbidden. That lever can work partly because attachment matters. In childhood, family often carries closeness, safety, and approval. Compliance can become a way to protect connection. Later, will they be disappointed? May arrive before, what do I actually think? This does not happen to everyone, and it does not make an adult weak. A strategy that once reduced conflict can keep running after the original room is gone. A meta-analysis covering more than 126,000 participants found that parental autonomy support and psychological control had distinct associations with well-being and ill-being across regions. The evidence is correlational. One sentence does not determine a life. Cross-cultural research adds another caution. Guilt-inducing messages can carry different meanings in different settings. In one academic vignette study of Chinese and Belgian adolescents, perceived control was similarly associated with need frustration in both samples. Culture can shape meaning. It does not make pressure invisible. Now, separate guilt from guilt induction. Guilt can be useful when it points to specific harm and a possible repair. Across 5 experiments, induced guilt sometimes increased targeted reparative generosity toward the person who was wronged under specific conditions. That differs from feeling guilty because another adult dislikes your independent choice. Disappointment is real, but it is not automatically injury. Another adult's distress deserves attention. By itself, it does not establish that you caused a moral injury. So when the old sentence arrives, do not ask only, how do I make this feeling stop? Ask 4 cleaner questions. What exactly am I being asked to do? What specific harm did I cause, if any? What emotional consequence is being attached to my refusal? And what would I choose if disagreement did not become a verdict on my character? Then answer the request, not the accusation. I appreciate what you did for me. My answer is still no. I will discuss the consequences of my decision. I will not prove my love by surrendering my decision. If you caused specific harm, name it and consider repair. But another person's disagreement with your choice is not, by itself, a harm you can repair. One clear sentence is stronger than a 10-minute defense. Use boundaries with judgment. If direct refusal could threaten your safety, housing, or basic support, the first task is not rhetorical courage. It is safety, allies, and a workable plan. Even in safer relationships, a clear boundary may not feel peaceful. Feeling guilty is not the same as being guilty. The feeling can remain while a sound decision stands. Keep your side of the line honest. Autonomy is not immunity from consequence. If you lied, broke an agreement, took money under clear conditions, neglected someone you chose to care for, or caused concrete harm, my life, my choice does not erase responsibility. Name the act. Repair what you can. Renegotiate what was actually agreed. Refusing manufactured obligation should make real accountability clearer, not weaker. The goal is not to make your parents irrelevant. It is to remove compulsory obedience from love. They can have a voice without holding a veto. You can respect their effort without handing over authorship of your adult life. Care that is freely chosen remains care. Care extracted through fear of rejection has changed its function. Raising a child can create history, attachment, gratitude, grief, and responsibility. It does not create ownership. Love may advise, love may worry, love may disagree. But love does not get permanent control of the answer. When sacrifice is used to cancel your no, remember, gratitude can influence your choice. It cannot replace your choice.